Bobby Maximus here. Sometimes one of the things that I will do is I will answer viewer questions. And one of the more common questions I get is, Bobby Maximus, I have a rig similar to this in my house. This was my solution to a home gym. What are some exercises I can do on this thing to put on mass? So with that in mind, let's talk about the 5 best machine mass building exercises for your upper body ever. I'm gonna run through them, and at the end, I will give you a workout that you can do, all right? So the first thing I wanna do is I want to address the chest. The chest is one of the bigger muscle groups that you have. And it's no secret that men want a big, powerful chest. One of the best things you can do, especially when you're at home, is a Smith machine bench press. And why do I say that's one of the best things that you can do at home? Because sometimes you don't have a spot. Where the Smith machine really shines is the hooks, so that you don't need a spot. You can push some heavier weight and you're in no danger. For the Smith machine bench, you're gonna get lined up under it. You're gonna press up. My weights are already on. I've got the hooks released. I'm gonna slowly lower down to the chest. I'm gonna touch the chest and I'm gonna go back up. I wanna make sure I keep my elbows relatively in. This Smith machine's gonna move in a fixed line, and I wanna make sure I emphasize the negative. I don't wanna rocket it towards my body. I wanna slow down in control, and I wanna push up in control. That is a Smith machine bench press. And like I said, where the Smith machine really, really shines is if you wanna push some heavy weight, but you don't have a spot, that can actually be pretty dangerous. The fact that you could just put the hooks in and you are safe means you are 100% good to go. It also, in a way, is a great isolation exercise, all right? Doing a bench press on a flat bench with nothing, there are some stability requirements and things like that. This tends to just really, really target the pecs to help you build some mass. And I know bodybuilders absolutely love this exercise. So I'm gonna take these weights off, and we have addressed the chest, all right? The next exercise that we are going to do is, and I'm just gonna grab some tens here, we are going to do some seated military press because we have to address the shoulders. And same thing with the Smith machine, you don't have a spot. This is going to be your best friend, but this is also really, really gonna allow you to isolate those delts. And when it comes to building mass, isolation work is super important, all right? Building mass is a little different than building functional fitness. So this actually is not a bad height for me. I'm gonna put it just a little bit higher. I'm just gonna set this up and I'm gonna sit on my bench. I always do my lifts, my overhead presses in front of my face, not behind. I'm gonna unhook, I'm gonna press up, and I'm gonna come down. That's a really nice smooth motion, really helping to isolate those delts, but I'm really controlling the negative. I'm going down to about my clavicle. I'm pressing up over my head to full extension, and I'm lowering down nice and slow. And again, those isolation type exercises, that's another area the Smith machine really, really shines. It's gonna allow you to isolate those delts and build up some mass, build up some muscle, because that's why we are here. So there's one last big body movement we have to cover, all right? We have to cover the back. And to work your back with a machine, one of my favorite exercises is a lat pull down. So we've covered the chest, we've covered the shoulders, now we are going to cover the back. We are going to do a lat pull down. Now I've got a choice. I can sit on the bench and do this, or I can sit on the ground. I'm actually just gonna move this bench out because it is here. All right? I'm gonna sit on the bench, and I am just going to pull, just like this. Now I actually realized with the angle of this, this is a bit of a pull down row hybrid, but I actually don't mind at all. That's hitting the rear delts a little bit. I kind of like that, but I'm going to go a little closer. so we can do a true pull down. There we go. I'm gonna pull all the way to my chest, nice and slow. I'm gonna try to squeeze those elbows together to really, really emphasize the back musculature, all right? Should feel a nice squeeze under my scapula, but I can do some lat pull downs. Perfect, job done. So those are the 3 biggest muscle groups in your upper body. We've covered off our chest, we've covered off our shoulders, and we've covered off our back. There's 2 muscle groups we have left to work. And it's what everybody wants to work. You know what everybody wants? Bobby Maximus, how do I train with you? You're the best trainer in the world. I love your YouTube videos. I want to train with you every single day. Well, I have the solution, and it's called Team Maximus on the Ladder app. The best fitness app on the planet and the best program on the planet. It's right here. Now, what do you get with the Ladder app? 2 things I want to talk about. 1, you get me in your ear every single workout. You get one-on-one coaching. It's like I'm in the room with you. That's number 1. Number 2, you get access to a great community, the best community in the world of like-minded people who are driven to succeed just like you are. This program, you can get it for under $30 a month. The workouts can be done in 40 minutes or less, and you need minimal equipment. It literally is the secret that you've been missing. And it's actually not even a secret. You know me. I hate hacks. I hate gimmicks. I hate 3 easy payments of $9.99. So if you're tired of the garbage in the fitness industry, you're tired of spinning your wheels, you're tired of living a second-rate existence, and you're ready to do this for real, you're ready to transform your body, you're ready to build muscle, you're ready to lose weight with one of the best coaches in the world, then sign up for the Ladder app today, and I'll see you there for your first workout. You know what everybody wants? Some big muscular arms. And for the arms, we're going to go with the classics. We're going to go with a cable bicep curl. I've actually got this pre-set up. All right, I'm gonna stand in front of the cable. I'm gonna squeeze up. I'm gonna squeeze down. Really important with the bicep curl. Knees slightly bent, feet roughly shoulder width apart, core engaged, body upright, elbows close to your body. Squeeze the weight up, squeeze it back down. I want a controlled movement pattern. And at the apex, at the top of the movement, I really want you to flex and squeeze those biceps. I really want you to form that mind to muscle connection. And when it comes to isolation work, I love cable bicep curls, all right? There's no swinging on this. Sometimes you do this stuff with dumbbells, people start to swing and cheat. This is pure isolation, and I love that for building a good musculature in the biceps. The next exercise, we are going to do a tricep push down, all right? Now I can use the same handle that I did for the lat pull down, so I don't gotta change. So my elbows are gonna be in, they're actually gonna be glued to my side. I'm gonna press down, I'm gonna flex my triceps as hard as I can. I'm gonna come back up, I'm gonna push down, I'm gonna flex my triceps as hard as I can. I'm gonna come back up, I'm gonna push down, I'm gonna flex. I mean, I don't know how many times I can say that, but I can say it a million times. I want this slow and 100% in control. When it comes to building mass, isolation training can be very, very valuable. The other thing is I want time under tension. Slow, controlled movements at a lighter weight, I think, are better than big, jerky movements at a heavy weight, all right? If you're gonna do something like this, and like I said, from a couple of the questions I got, having a machine like this is great to have in your house because you can do anything on this, and not just upper body. You could do some split squats, you could do some standard squats, you could do some RDLs for the legs, you could do some pull-ups with this bar here. Like, there's a ton of stuff you can do on a machine like this. But back to our script today, I promised you a workout. We went over our 5 exercises. We got the bench press, we got the strict press or the overhead press, both on a Smith machine, all right? We have got the lat pull down, we've got the bicep curl, and we have the tricep push down. So now, come to my board and let's talk workouts. Time for school. All right, so for this workout, I actually like, when it comes to building mass, I like stuff to be on the higher rep side. I like to work to failure. So we are going to do 5 sets of bench press to failure. All right, now by failure, when you gotta put the hooks on and you are done, you are burnt. I want you to aim for about 20 reps. If you can do 20 reps, you're not at failure yet. I want you to go heavier, but 5 sets of bench press to failure, and you're gonna rest 60 to 90 seconds between each set. Your goal here is to build as much acidity as possible. You should feel like your chest is gonna rip out of the skin by the time you're done. Next, we're going to move on to the military press, and we're gonna do 5 sets of 10 reps. We've already went to failure. We're gonna go close to failure with here. If you're looking for a weight, I want a weight that you could actually do for 12 to 13 reps. So 10 is gonna be moving slow. 10 is going to be a challenge, a same rest period from up here. Now for the lat pull downs, 5 sets of 10 reps. Same drill as the overhead press or the strict press, something you could actually do for 12 to 13, but you're going a little bit less because you gotta go 5 sets of 10, all right? That is going to be 5 sets of that for all your big body movements. For the arm finisher, I'm gonna give you one of my favorites of all time. I want you to do bicep curls and tricep push downs in a circuit. We're gonna do 10 curls plus 15 tricep push downs, 4 rounds. If you do this right, 10 should be close to failure, 15 should be close to failure, and it's 4 rounds. That means you are not resting. You're doing your bicep curls, your tricep push downs, back to your bicep curls, back to your tricep push downs, back to your bicep curls, back to your tricep push downs. Do 4 rounds of that. I promise you, after all this work and this stacked on top of it, 4 rounds, your arms will feel like they are swollen and just ready to burst at the seams, all right? This workout, you can probably get this done in about 30 to 40 minutes. I know a lot of people that work out at home do not have a ton of time. It's gonna completely isolate your chest, isolate your shoulders, isolate those back muscles and those arms. It's a great way to put on mass with a machine-only workout.